Title: Packers regret this cut. Ex-Green Bay defender joins Bears. Again. It started quietly, so quietly in fact, that few even noticed. A name appeared on the Bears transaction wire: Jonathan Ford, a player who once wore green and gold, now embracing navy and orange. But behind this modest headline lies a story of setbacks, redemption, and a move that could come back to haunt the Packers in 2025. This is not just another off-season transaction. It's a chess move between two bitter rivals, and if you think it ends here, think again. The Green Bay Packers entered the 2025 offseason with a clear mission: get meaner, faster, and more explosive on defense. Their pass rush, once feared, had grown inconsistent. Yes, 45 sacks last season. Looks good on paper, but watch the tape, and you'll see a defense that disappeared when it mattered most. Middle of the pack rankings in pressure rate, missed opportunities and stretches where the quarterback had all day to throw. It's no wonder the Packers started shaking things up, releasing, retooling, and reassessing every piece of the puzzle. 1. Of the casualties. Jonathan Ford. At the time, his departure didn't cause a stir, a 7th-round pick from the 2022 draft, a player who spent more time rehabbing a calf injury than on the field. Briefly on the active roster, then demoted. Just another name lost in the shuffle. But Ford wasn't done. What happened next might just sting a little for Green Bay fans. After being let go, Ford found a surprising lifeline with none other than the Chicago Bears, Green Bay's fiercest and most historic rival. He was signed to the Bears' active roster on December 11th. It looked like a low-risk move, the kind teams make when injuries stack up and depth runs thin. Yet in just 4 games, Ford began making his presence felt. 9 tackles, a tackle for loss. Subtle stats, yes, but enough to raise eyebrows at Halas Hall. The Bears had seen enough. On April 7th, they re-signed Ford, this time locking him in as an exclusive rights free agent. It wasn't just a second chance, it was a message. Ford was staying, in Chicago, for good, and he's not alone. That same day, the Bears also announced the re-signings of DL Daniel Hardy, OL Bill Murray, DB Amir Speed, and DT Chris Williams. It's clear, Chicago is quietly building something on defense, and doing it with hungry, overlooked players who have something to prove. Ford fits that mold perfectly. Overlooked in Green Bay. Rejected. Now potentially a hidden gem for the Bears right under their rival's nose. Imagine the storyline next season. Bears versus Packers. Lambeau Field. 4th quarter. And there's Jonathan Ford, breaking through. The line sacking Jordan Love. The ultimate twist in a rivalry that never cools down. Meanwhile, back in Green Bay, the pressure is building. Yes, Rashawn Gary is still elite. Kingsley Enagbare flashed promise with 4.5 sacks last year. But the Packers need more, especially on the interior. Kenny Clark can't do it alone. Devontae Wyatt is still developing. And with the 23rd overall pick in the 2025 draft, many believe Green Bay has no choice but to go trench hunting. Because while Jonathan Ford might have seemed expendable, his departure now leaves a bigger question mark than anyone expected. What if the player they let walk ends up making them regret it? One man's cut becomes another man's comeback. One team's oversight becomes another's opportunity. And as the Packers search for answers, the Bears may have quietly found a disruptor. Jonathan Ford's story is far from over. And for Packers fans, it might just become a recurring nightmare. Don't blink, because this rivalry just got personal. What do you think? Will the Packers regret letting Ford go? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Inside Stories from the NFL offseason.